this down a notch for you guys. Turn that off. Easier. Okay. Back. Let's turn some lights off. Not like before. Let's do it this time. Let's do it this time the good way. All right. All right. Lights off. Could be pretty cool. Or pretty normal. As long as it's going to be visible at night. Going to be safe. Is that working? I don't know the camera angle. Let's get a better camera angle at it. Okay. Pretty sweet, I think. Really bounces off this concrete in here. That's for sure. But I mean, you're going to be seeing from a mile away with something like this. It is possible that the only thing needed would be the front, or it could be, yeah. Let's see here, something. Okay, turn that light on. Or let's see here. Yeah, okay. Put it down. Let me change the camera angle. Okay. So it could be battery pack, which is warm-ish. Should be okay though. And as we were off, I did notice that all I have to do is pull that to the plug right there. And that should even be okay to dangle, and plug it in. And I can easily put a switch in between these two also. So, and then have the battery pack, wherever mounted, even right here, and then goes just right around here and then down, and then terminate here at the bottom, and then wire just, connection wire all the way to here, and then run up the back of this post, even just to here, for like a little 8-inch or 10-inch piece, back in here or something like that. And that would probably be good. And I'll look at this a lot tonight, maybe on the way back. Certainly I'll be testing it and stuff and see how it works. But other than that, you got a lit up bike. Anything, certainly easily could be right underneath here. And that might be really good spot for it. I kind of like the idea of this. I do like that. It's definitely going to show up the tire. Already does. You can kind of see. Obviously, you could easily see the tire when the light was off and stuff like that. You can kind of get the idea of what it is. I just ordered a headlight from Amazon. Just ordered that. And it's also got a bumper light back here, a little red light and stuff like that. You can put on here pretty easily. But this idea, again, a full product. I mean, I kind of like the idea where it would just be a solid piece right here. And that would definitely show up well. You could easily put it right here too as well. There's not much here. There's a, there's a little zip tie right here from the past guy who worked on this bike or something. But you got a lot of space to put something underneath here. You also have a lot of space to put something right here too as well. Up top here, there's a lot. The cables run here, and so I don't want to. I don't think there's any reason to disrupt this cable work to put anything up on top of here. But I like the idea, especially too from the backside, from the rear. This is a good indicator, for cars coming up and stuff like that. They can easily see you, so that's a good kind of thing. Let's get the lights off for that kind of thing also, so you guys can see it before I get it out on the road. Super bright, kids. Super bright post light, super bright, showing up the back of the tire, super awesome. Even got this flap. I mean, we could cut it off or something like that. Even one, and then they make products like that too, but one right there would be all right. But I do like this long strip, even on the back. I kind of like it. There's too much going on the back here to really be able to put this length of a strip on the bike. Let me get this a little closer to you guys. So it looks good, doesn't it? It looks real. That's cool. That's cool. And this back here, yeah, I mean, even at an angle, somebody really can tell that it's a bike. Let's get a nice angle for you. There. You can start to see how it bounces off the tire a little bit. You see the full use right there, the full effect right here. So there's a couple things that are hindering from it staying there. We've already talked about those, so not going to go really into it. But you just can't get right on the post. But other than that, it looks pretty good, pretty descriptive. I don't mind the V idea, I don't mind that at all, as far as a light and a way, I guess, to show off a bike. And also, but to show what it is. So it looks good, as well as certainly functional. Humdinger. Let me get something here. Let's bring it back here. That's what I want to do. Okay. Give me a minute here. I'm attempting to make this functional for you guys. Okay. It's working. It's working. Okay. Okay, let's get a little bit closer. Yeah, you can, let me turn this around so I can see what you guys are seeing also. Pretty good idea. I mean, it's a rolling, you know what would really be cool, interesting. I don't know if that would be, I mean, to a certain extent, a transparent bike, transparent tubing could be pretty cool. But yeah, you could mark this up a little bit, cut it up into pieces as far as this front piece doesn't have to be all that long. Close, very close, top to bottom, that would be very good. And then the back piece, you could have a little bit of piece in here and a longer piece up the shaft of the post right there. And that would be probably pretty good. You could, if you wanted to, you could put them on the front forks in front. And that would be more front facing as far as light goes. As you can tell, you might be able to tell this a little bit with the camera, not much. You know, it's really not going to light up the road way in front of you. It is brightly lit. It doesn't appear to be as bright as it does on camera. On camera, it really does light up seem to light up the room a lot more than it actually does here. And so, let's see here. Let's get you guys switched around. So, yeah. So, let's see here. Yeah. So, I would like to tape this down a little bit more. I don't know if, again, we're just playing around with some lighting for the bike. And so I really am convinced that it'd be good on this front part. And like I said, there's not much you can put here. Fortunately, I wish you could put a lot there, but I don't think you can, because there's stuff in the way. And certainly people have done this, put something along the neck, not the gooseneck, that's the front, but the neck of the bike. So, yeah, let me show you what, let me get right in there actually. See, it's in the way. Let me shorten this stand here. There we go. There's a cable that runs through there. That's a metal connector for the cable terminator, so to speak. And then there's back in there's I think that's the part of the derailleur that also attaches in that area. So this would have to be a shorty. Really like about 4 to 5 inches maybe right here. And then your wire would come off of that. it would still also here be about 5 to 6 inches maybe on that. But it's well lit up, and that's what we're looking for. Let's examine further just a bit because, yeah, I'll be going here just a second though. So there's some graphics, there's some graphic detailing on the front of the forks. So that probably wouldn't be the greatest place to put something. Some light, light bars and stuff like that. You can see that graphic stickers really. I took off. There's a front piece here that you could easily mount something. That's over top of a nameplate. You really can't see what that name. It's got some kind of a logo for that nameplate right there. That would be a useful area to put something maybe, but you'd be going over top of the logo, and so people not, depending on the bike, people might not get fired up about that unless you had some sort of new plate to put on that would be backlit. As far as the logo, could have a transparent, a plate over it with a LED backing, and then you could put the logo on the plate. So, or frosted and stuff like that. I didn't want to do any on the sides. I mean, easily it could have gone on the side here, on the side down, and on the side going up, on both sides, this side and the other side. I didn't think about that. I'm looking at that now. I mean, that could make it descriptive that it's a bike, but yet it would only be showing this triangular shape necessarily. It wouldn't be showing, the wheels and stuff like that on the road. This, I think, would be effective as far as, light for a bike and, awareness for pedestrians and other bikers and automobiles and things like that. So, good stuff. I think we're in a good spot for this to go from there. Yep, we've lost the we're gaining it back. So yeah, we'll send out some invites on this, I guess, too as well. So let's see. Oh, does that work? Let's see, does that work? This is a good, yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so let's ooh, do we have that? Okay. I'll send out some invites a little bit later. Love you guys. Appreciate you. You're super awesome. This was a good vid. I wanted to make sure I got that done. Awesome. Let's turn this. But that's the bike, all lit up. LED strip, one LED strip, 4 foot, 10 watt, 5 volt, and with only 4 AA batteries charging that. And that will stay lit for a long time. Your 2-hour ride home or hour, whatever, 20 minutes, it's easily going to handle that. We'll see how well it's soldered and connected together to see if it stays. See if it maintains that connection to, and so it stays lit. But other than that, that's good to go, buddy. Good to go. Again, it looks a lot brighter on the video than it does in person, but it is lit up. And that is not bright enough. Right there, it looks like it's bright enough as far as like light in front, but it's still going to need, in person you can easily tell that it would need a flashlight type bike light up on top. So good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's get that situated properly. There we go. Super good. Okay, did we have did we have anything else? I did have something a little bit, but let's leave this one like this. I was going to do a little bit of something else, but let's leave it. Love you guys. We've been on for, I don't know, about 2 hours now. Something like that, I guess. You're awesome. You're awesome. You're loved. So am I. Peace be with you. See ya.